Daily Broadside, day 589. Started watching Ken Burns' documentary on Vietnam again. I usually watch it like once a year. It's like my favorite documentary, and just so informative about everything. And it's just gripping, never seen it. Block off some time because it's about 10 or 12 hours, but it's just highly worth it. But anyway, I'm watching it, and I've seen people walk in rice paddies all my life, from footage, mostly from the Vietnam era war, but also, learning about terrace farming and all that stuff in school. I don't know why they teach you that stuff, but yeah, terrace farming. That was a topic that we discussed one day. Anyway, I realized last night when I was watching like episode 2 or 3 or something like that I don't understand anything about how rice is made. Like, it makes no sense how, like, you can walk through knee-deep water with plants growing out of it, and somehow rice comes out of that. It boggles my mind. I don't even understand, like, rice. And I love rice. Rice is great. Rice is a good thing. Rice is a staple in my household, and I have no idea where it comes from. And it's such a huge staple over there. It's like one of the biggest things that they produce in Asia and all. I don't even know if that's where my rice is coming from. Like, do we have rice paddies in America? Like, I should know more about where all this stuff what I'm consuming comes from, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But it defies logic why rice comes from a floating plant in like a marsh bog. I don't get that. And there's like deep water rice that's even lower in the I don't get it. It makes no sense. So there's that. And I was watching the debate. Unfortunately, it was the last debate, unless the two goofballs that are leading in the polls decide to man up and actually debate JFK, which, oh my God, that would be the greatest day in television history. He would destroy both of those goofballs. It would be grand. But I was watching that, and I gotta say, DeSantis is a weird dude. Okay, first of all, he's 5'7". Second of all, he's definitely wearing lifts. Third of all, unlike what he told Patrick Bet-David, who I recommend you all follow, great dude, very wise, he's not 5'11", and quaternarily, he just does some weird stuff with his face and his body movements and his posture. He's just weird. He's just a weird dude, just physically speaking. I agree with some of the things that come out of his face, but not everything, but some things. But he's just an odd person to deliver a message, regardless of what you think of that message. You know what I mean? And now's the time of year where we see all these dorks that, I'm wrapping up a present for my brother-in-law, and I'm gonna put 19, I'm going to use super glue or crazy glue or gorilla glue to put some nuts on a bolt, and it'll be hilarious seeing him try to unlock all this stuff with duct tape and everything like that. Let me tell you, first of all, if you don't know what Loctite is, okay, the difference between red and blue Loctite versus gorilla glue, you're an idiot, and you're out of your league trying to, make some kind of package unable to be opened easily and all that. But I watch these stupid videos, and I own every tool known to man that will destroy this in like 2 seconds. So really the only thing you can do is weld, okay? That's the only thing. And you can get into welding. You can cut right through the metal, but it's going to take a lot more time, and you're probably not going to want to do it in the living room under the tree, right? So unless you're going to get somebody to weld or learn how to weld or buy, I've got a $3,000 welder, so it's not really a cheap thing to invest in when you just want to, make it a ha-ha thing when somebody tries to have a problem opening their gift, So maybe you should just stick to zip ties and glue and duct tape and all that, because unless you're willing to step up to, arc or MIG welding or TIG, make it pretty, but then you're going to be, buying a lot more expensive metals trying to get it to work and all. But that's really the only thing that's going to be like impenetrable on Christmas morning. You know what I mean? So otherwise, it's just dumb. And don't ever put crazy glue on your threads of your bolts again. It just bleeds rookie. Okay, you're one of those dudes that owns like an 8-ounce hammer that came in one of those kits that has one of every tool that's obviously all made in China, and it would be flimsy the first time you used it, and it would probably break after the fourth time you used it. Invest in real tools, people. Quit being a pansy, okay? Golly. I think women will respect you more. Anyway, teppanyaki, the lost art of making food in Japanese steakhouse. I don't want anybody but someone from Japan or Japanese descent cooking for me, okay? I don't want a white guy. I don't want a black guy. I don't want a Hispanic. I don't want somebody from Thailand, Malaysia, the Philippines, Korea, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Burma, any of that crap. I don't want any of those people cooking. I want Japanese people in the teppanyaki, all right? And I don't know if that violates some kind of, hiring problem these days, that he didn't hire me, he just what's it called, discriminated me against me because I wasn't Japanese. Well, it's a Japanese steakhouse. Much like I don't want a white dude coming up to me in a Hispanic joint and asking if I would like more salsa. I want someone who is Latino, okay? Because that's what I'm there to eat. I just, there's some restaurants that race just doesn't matter. Ethnicity doesn't matter. You can have anybody serve you whatever. You go to a Subway, anybody can put that sandwich together. That's fine. But if I go somewhere and it's a Dominican restaurant, I want a Dominican working there. I don't want anybody else working there, okay? And if that's discriminatory, sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that. But anyway, I watched a video of Donna Mills and Morgan Fairchild. Attractive ladies in their 80s, because most ladies in their 80s aren't attractive, but clearly wearing wigs, apparently. Why, I have no idea, but women in their 80s don't have blonde hair like that, so that's got to be fake hair and everything. But I don't even know who these people are. One of them was in Knots Landing, and the other one may have done nothing, but I don't know. I don't know what they did, but something in the 80s, and apparently they're still relevant in 2023 because they're getting out of, a black suburban in New York or whatever, going shopping together, and everybody's like, Donna, Morgan, smile for the camera, and they're all just shooting. And I'm like, what is wrong with our world? I'll tell you what's wrong with our world. It's not the paparazzi. It's not the paparazzi at all. It would annoy me, too, every time I got out of a car, somebody be taking 800 pictures of me. But it's not the paparazzi. It's the people that consume all these stupid pictures. I don't know who's selling those. I don't know who's looking for Donna Mills and Morgan Fairchild pictures. We need them for Teen Beat magazine. I don't know what magazine they're going into. The National Enquirer. I don't even know who buys that because I've never seen anybody actually buy it. They just read it at the grocery store while they're waiting in line for the person ahead of them. Or at least they used to. I don't even know if they're still in a paper form. But it makes no sense. Who's consuming these two people that I don't even know what Knots Landing is. It sounds like a soap opera. It sounds like Dallas had a baby between those two. I don't really know. It had to be some kind of drama in the 80s, you know what I mean? But at any rate, I don't understand if they've done nothing else and they may or may not have been in any movies in their entire lifetime, why they're still relevant in 2023. But it's just weird that we put such a price on these people and they're 80 years old wearing wigs and we're just tripping over our own tongues trying to get pictures of them. It's dumb, I tell you. Y'all have a great, frigid Monday later.